Just so you know, this session is being recorded. You probably just heard that. I did. And just again, want to let you know that during this webinar, the materials reflect draft proposals that are not effective until the department adopts them into administrative rules. Also in chat, we're going to be sharing a link to the partner guide. That'll be posted in there and dropped in for you. We also want to let you know there's a bid credit. A way to get in touch with a bid credit program, if you need to contact us with comments, feedback, or questions, you can always email us, and our email address is also now being posted into the chat. You can just copy and paste that into your email and send us a note, and we'll follow up with you. Someone here that's on the call, actually, the webinar today. With that, I am going to turn this over to Rebecca to take us through the program.
Okay, we're going to start with question 1. How did Illinois Works come about? The Illinois Works Jobs Program Act was passed in 2019 and instituted the program we will be discussing today. Rebuild Illinois equals construction projects and jobs. The Illinois Works Jobs Program Act created a new bureau at DCEO that is dedicated to the construction industry and the building trades. The Illinois Works team is focused on developing a qualified talent pipeline to help ensure long-term sustainability in Illinois. Illinois Works is a team of passionate and committed individuals with specific expertise in creating opportunities for qualified community members to earn credentials valuable to the construction and building trades. Through the Illinois Works Career Services team, those individuals can be connected to hiring contractors and subcontractors. The Illinois Works programs are implemented by the Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity, or DCEO. Illinois Works is aligned with DCEO's mission to support and maintain a climate that enables a strong economy for their customers, being taxpayers, businesses, workers, and communities, by keeping, attracting, and growing businesses, maintaining a skilled workforce, and enhancing communities so that the climate here is one in which businesses, both small and large, and their workers can succeed to the greatest extent possible. To learn more about DCEO, the website link is now being provided for you in the chat. You can also find additional information about the Illinois Works programs, which are specifically designed to support construction and the trades, on the Illinois Works Contractors resource page. This page will answer the following question. Do you want to earn bid credits to make your bids more competitive? Do you need to strengthen your business's talent pipeline? Do you need to comply with the Illinois Works Jobs Program Act? Do you need to hire talent for your construction business? A link to the Illinois Works Contractors Resources page is now being provided for you in the chat. Once you have registered for the Illinois Works Bid Credit Program, you will automatically be subscribed to the Bid Credit monthly newsletter. This newsletter includes announcements, the upcoming training schedule, graduate profiles, and participating contractor information. The registration form to sign up for the Illinois Works Bid Credit Program is now being provided for you in the chat. The Office of Illinois Works oversees 3 different programs that focus on equity and to support a talent pipeline for the construction industry and the building trades. Each program represents a critical piece to a puzzle that creates a unique and innovative workforce model. Let us review each of these 3 key programs. First, the Illinois Works Apprenticeship Initiative creates the job demand. This program opens doors of opportunity in the construction industry and the building trades for Illinois residents. Second is the Illinois Works Pre-Apprenticeship Program, which creates the pipeline of diverse and qualified candidates to respond to the created job demand to fill job opportunities with diverse candidates. Finally, the Illinois Works Bid Credit Program creates the incentives to hire and retain Illinois Works Pre-Apprenticeship Program graduates. All of these programs together focus on helping communities and supporting the construction industry and the building trades. Ultimately, Illinois Works connects the community members who graduate with the construction and the building trades through the Illinois Works Career Services team. Question 2. What is the Bid Credit Program? The Illinois Works Bid Credit Program incentivizes contractors to hire and retain Illinois Works pre-apprenticeship program graduates. These graduates are from a diverse pool of candidates who create a highly qualified talent pipeline. Employment and retention of these graduates allows contractors to earn bid credits to be used on future capital projects funded by the state of Illinois. Please keep in mind that Illinois not only funds large road and bridge projects, but most importantly, small and medium-sized projects, many between $500,000 and $1.5 million, to build community centers, schools, college facilities, community clinics, sewer and water systems, public libraries, and others, just to mention a few. The bid credits can be earned on any project, public or private, but can only be redeemed to bid on a state-funded capital construction project. First, the Illinois Works Bid Credit Program allows contractors and subcontractors to earn bid credits for use towards future bids for capital projects funded by the state or an agency of the state. Second, bid credits can only be earned for employing qualified apprentices who have completed the Illinois Works Pre-Apprenticeship Program on any public or private job. Third, DCEO will determine the bid credit rate per prevailing wage trade annually. And fourth, the Illinois Works Bid Credit Bank will track all activities related to bid credits. The focus of this is to make the experience of contractors seamless by the use of the latest technology. Please note the current incentives are published on the Illinois Works Bid Credit Program page, and once the rules are approved, the current bid credit earning rates will be published there as well. A link to the Illinois Works Bid Credit Program webpage is being provided for you in the chat. To best understand how this works, let us take a look at an example. How many bid credits can I earn on a graduate? Step 1 is to hire a pre-apprenticeship graduate. You can earn bid credits per wage dollar paid on every hour worked by the qualified apprentice. Once the payroll has been submitted, it will be reviewed and verified, and the bid credits will be deposited into your bid credit bank. Step 2 is to retain that graduate for 90 days and earn a $3,000 hiring incentive. Again, you will submit documentation to request these bid credits, and once they are verified, they will be deposited in your account. As your apprentice is promoted through their journey to become a journey person, incentives can be requested by the contractor who employs them each time the individual is promoted. These incentives include a $2,000 incentive when the apprentice is promoted to year 2, a $2,500 incentive when the apprentice is promoted to year 3, a $3,000 incentive when promoted to year 4, a $3,500 incentive when promoted to year 5, a $4,000 incentive when promoted to year 6, and a $4,500 incentive when promoted to a journey person. Please note bid credits can be earned on all Illinois Works Pre-Apprenticeship Program graduates for 6 years or until they become a journey person. So in this example on the screen, after 1 year, the apprentice has earned for the contractor, if they have worked 40 hours a week, $33,696 worth of payroll bid credits, plus the $3,000 hiring incentive, and the $2,000 incentive for promotion from year 1 to year 2, for a grand total of $38,696 worth of bid credits for year 1. As you can see, as these bid credits are compacted for each year, are compounded, that at the end of year 6, that single graduate has earned for the contractor, $334,000 worth of bid credits. Once you have enrolled in the bid credit program, you will receive regular communication from the Illinois Works team regarding your bid credit account. Each time there's a transaction, the participating contractor will receive an automatic email confirming the transaction details. These emails will include the amount of bid credits awarded, the date of the award, the date the bid credits will expire, the certificate, which will include the issue and expiration date of the certificate when the bid credits are redeemed, and the amount of bid credits used on the certificate. This will be for all participating contractors to track their transactions. The Illinois Works Bid Credit Bank account will function just like a real bank account and will allow participating contractors to have access to their bank account to review all pending and approved transactions at any time through their account dashboard, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. The newest transactions will be at the bottom of the bank account with the balance on the right. This bank will show all bid credits deposited or awarded, deducted and redeemed, or any adjustments for anything that are returned. Question 3. What is the eligibility criteria? Contractors and subcontractors may participate in the Illinois Works Bid Credit Program by registering with the program using the contractor's registration form provided by Illinois Works. In order to participate, the contractor must do business in the state of Illinois, complete the contractor registration form, and hire an Illinois Works graduate who is enrolled, or they can sponsor them into a DOL RAP. Now, please note, any contractor or subcontractor who has been awarded bid credits under any other state program for employing apprentices who have completed the Illinois Works Pre-Apprenticeship Program will not be eligible to receive bid credits under the Illinois Works Bid Credit Program Act related to the same contract. For more information about eligibility, a general overview, and a quick reference on the bid credit program, we have a one-sheeter available. This provides a summary of the main program information. A link to the one-sheeter is now being provided for you in the chat. Again, to become part of the bid credit program and to earn bid credits to be used to bid on future state-funded capital projects, you're required to complete the contractor registration form. You will be requested to enter your information, and once approved, you will be assigned a bid credit bank account number and be given access to your contractor dashboard, where here you can see all transactions in your bid credit bank account. Any questions about how to complete the contractor registration form can be put in the chat. Please note, when you register, you should register with your full company name, a primary email address that is a generic one in which multiple people in your company have access to, your FEIN number without the dashes, and all construction trades in which you work. Your company name, your FEIN number, and your bid credit bank account number will be submitted on every form that you turn in to the bid credit bank. Please note that these should be in the same format for all forms that you submit. In addition to the Bid Credit Program newsletter, as we discussed earlier, and the Bid Credit Program one-sheeter, the Bid Credit Program has a web page. The Illinois Works Bid Credit Program also provides the following monthly training sessions. The advantages of the Illinois Works Bid Credit Program, which is the session you're in right now, is repeated monthly, and all past recordings are also available on our webpage. Once the rules are approved, we will release the Effectively Using the Bid Credit Program instructional webinar. And finally, we will have a Bid Credit Responsibilities for Awarding Agencies webinar for the training of funding and awarding agency staff on how to accept bid credits. For current information on the session offerings, please refer to the link to our webpage that is provided for you in the chat. This will provide all future dates, times, and registration links. Question 4. How can you earn bid credits? The Illinois Works Bid Credit Program allows you to earn bid credits on any project, public or private, for use toward future bids in order to increase the chances of a contractor and/or subcontractor to win the bid. These bid credits can only be used to bid on capital construction projects funded by the state of Illinois. Contractors and subcontractors may be eligible to earn bid credits by employing qualified apprentices. What is a qualified apprentice? A qualified apprentice has graduated from the Illinois Works Pre-Apprenticeship Program, is actively enrolled in a United States Department of Labor Registered Apprenticeship Program, or a DOL RAP, in the construction trades or the construction professional services industry, and is 6 years or less from the date the graduate first enrolled in the US DOL RAP program. Now, please note if your graduate is not currently enrolled in a US DOL, you do have the ability to sponsor them so they can gain this enrollment eligibility. By January 1st of each calendar year, the Illinois Works Bid Credit Program will post on its website a list of all construction trades and construction professional services which are eligible for bid credits. The bid credit earning rate will be reevaluated and published on the webpage annually. These rates will be calculated for all Illinois Department of Labor prevailing wage trades. As you can see, the 2024 bid credit earning rates have not been calculated yet, but the trades are listed on the screen now. Contractors and subcontractors who employ a qualified apprentice will need to submit a bid credit apprentice report to Illinois Works by the 15th of each month for work that was performed by a qualified apprentice. So how does this work? If the apprentice worked on a state-funded capital project, the Illinois Works team will access the certified payroll submitted to the Illinois Department of Labor for your qualified apprentice for verification purposes in order to award your bid credits. If the apprentice worked on a project that was not state-funded, you will need to provide Illinois Works with your certified payroll for the qualified apprentice in order to verify their payroll and award the bid credits. Bid credits will only be processed for work performed no more than 3 months prior to the request being submitted to Illinois Works. Requests for bid credit incentives for hiring and retaining are required within 90 days of the promotion date or the hiring date. Once the bid credit apprentice report has been processed, Illinois Works will notify you of the total number of bid credits awarded and deposited into your bid credit bank account, the date in which those bid credits are deemed earned, and the date the bid credits will expire. You can access your bank account to see all transactions using the Contractors dashboard link that was provided to you when you first joined the program. Please note, bid credits will not expire until 10 years from the day they are earned. Expiring bid credits will be debited from the contractor's bank account at that time. Illinois Works will process bid credit requests for work performed as long as there are no extenuating circumstances, such as the apprentice submitted is not an Illinois Works graduate, the Illinois Works graduate is already a journey person, or there is no certified payroll attached. Following a request submission, the Illinois Works team will send an email notification of the status of the request. These statuses will be defined as approved, reviewed, more information needed, or declined. Contractors can see their own bid credits under their contractor dashboard. They can also view all Illinois Works Bid Credit Program registered contractors in the Bid Credit Registry. On a monthly basis, Illinois Works will publish a registry on its webpage of all active Bid Credit Program contractors and subcontractors, as well as the amount of available bid credits each of them have. This resource is important because it allows you to see who has earned bid credits so that you can pool bid credits with other contractors or subcontractors to make future bids for state-funded capital projects more competitive. Bid credit incentives can be earned at the following rates for 2024. A $3,000 hiring incentive to be claimed after 90 days of continuous employment. A $2,000 incentive to be claimed at the promotion to a Year 2 apprentice. $2,500 incentive to be claimed at the promotion to a Year 3 apprentice. $3,000 incentive to be claimed at the promotion of a year 4, $3,500 incentive to be claimed at promotion to year 5, $4,000 to be claimed at the promotion of year 6, and $4,500 to be claimed at the promotion to a journey person. Now again, the bid credit payroll rates have not been established yet, but once the rules are approved, those rates per wage dollar will be set and published on our webpage. Again, if anytime during this webinar you have any questions, please feel free to post those in the chat and we will answer them at the end of the webinar. Question 5. How can bid credits help you win your bid? Bid credits are virtual dollars, so think of them like credit card reward points. If a contractor or subcontractor earns a bid credit, it means that that virtual dollar earned can be used to bid on state-funded capital construction projects. Virtual dollars remain as such and are never converted into real dollars. Bid credits again can be earned on any project, public or private, that can only be used to bid on capital construction projects funded by the state of Illinois. The program offers the opportunity for contractors to earn bid credits by hiring and retaining Illinois Works pre-apprenticeship program graduates. Once earned, contractors can submit bid credits as part of a competitive bid for a future capital funded project by the state in the state of Illinois. So how can a bid credit impact your bid? Your base bid is the value of your bid before any available credits are applied. Once bid credits are applied to your base bid, the lowest effective bid amount is calculated. The lowest effective bid is the value of the base bid minus available bid credits. The awarding agency is required to use this value to determine, among other considerations, which bidding party will prevail in securing a contract for a construction capital project funded by the state of Illinois. The contractor with the lowest effective bid should, unless there are other circumstances that prevent it, be offered the opportunity to accept the contract at the bid amount that was submitted by the lowest qualified and responsible bidder, and thus earn the contract. The contractor can at this point decide if they want to accept the project at that price or not. This is where bid credits can strengthen your position. Bid credits do not change the contract amount, they only change who the contract is offered to. So let us look at an example. Who would win the bid? If the qualified contractor or subcontractor's bid includes their submitted bid credits is lower than the bid's lowest responsible bidder, the qualified contractor or subcontractor wins the bid. They will get paid the amount of the lowest responsible bid. So in this example, we have a capital construction project with an estimated total project cost of $1 million. This project will have a 3% bid credit maximum, or $30,000 worth of bid credits. This project has 3 bidders, ABC, DEF, and GHI. These contractors will bid the following. ABC will bid $1 million and include $15,000 worth of bid credits, giving them the lowest effective bid of $985,000. DEF will bid $1,250,000 and not submit any bid credits, so their lowest effective bid will remain the same at $1,250,000. GHI will bid $990,000 and not submit any bid credits. So again, their lowest effective bid will remain the same at $990,000. In the traditional setting, GHI would be the winner with the lowest effective bid. However, since ABC submitted $15,000 worth of bid credits, lowering their bid to the lowest effective bid amount of $985,000, this will make them the lowest bid. ABC will then be offered the contract for this project at $990,000, as it was the lowest bid for the project without bid credits. For all projects, there will be a maximum allowable amount of bid credit usage. The maximum amount of bid credits that can be used for a specific project when bidding on a public works project is as follows. 3% of the total project cost for projects that are less than $5 million, 4% of the total project cost for projects that are less than 50 million but more than 5 million, and 5% of the total project cost for projects that are more than 50 million. So now we will move on to question 6. How do you access your bid credits to use them for bidding? Your bid credits will be maintained in the Illinois Works Bid Credit Bank. The Illinois Works Bid Credit Bank is an electronic system that Illinois Works uses to track all participating contractors and subcontractors and their bid credits and bid credit transactions. Each contractor or subcontractor that participates in the bid credit program will have a bid credit bank account that tracks their bid credits and their transactions. Illinois Works will process bid credit requests for work performed no more than 3 months prior to submittal. Contractors and subcontractors who seek bid credit incentives for hiring or retaining a graduate must submit the bid credit apprentice report no more than 90 days after the qualified apprentice's hiring date or promotion date. Each month, Illinois Works will publish on its webpage an updated registry of the active bid credit program contractors and subcontractors, as well as their amount of available bid credits as of the last day of the preceding month. Bid credits will expire after 10 years, and expired bid credits will be debited from the contractor or subcontractor's account. Once you have employed an Illinois Works program graduate, you will request 2 different types of bid credits: payroll or incentive bid credits for the same graduate you employ. This is accomplished by submitting a bid credit apprentice report. This request has been streamlined to utilize the information that the contractor already reports. The bid credit apprentice report must be fully completed with the following information: the graduate or apprentice information, which will require their name, their IWRS graduate ID, and the last 4 digits of their Social Security number. Their apprenticeship information, which requires their DOL RAP program type, the program name, and their apprentice year in the program. Their employment information, which requires their wage classification and their employment type. Their payroll information, which requires the project information and the payroll information, including the payroll dates, total hours worked, and gross wages. And for incentive information, it will require their hire date, the acceptance letter, or their promotion letter from their U.S. DOL apprenticeship program. Please note the bid credit apprentice report is still under construction and will not be active until the rules are approved. In order to use your earned bid credits to bid for a state-funded capital construction project, you will need to submit a bid credit certificate request. When contractors and subcontractors request a bid credit certificate to be used for a bid on a special project, a bid credit certificate will be immediately issued that identifies the amount of available bid credits the contractor intends to use. The bid credit certificate may only be used in connection with a bid for the specific project for which it was requested. The bid credits requested by a contractor or subcontractor for a bid credit certificate will be placed on hold or sequestered in your bank account until the bid has been awarded and the award status has been updated by both the contractor and verified by the awarding agency, or the certificate expires. Please note that the same bid credits cannot be used for more than 1 bid at a time. Bid credit certificates will expire after 90 days unless the subcontractor or subcontractor has requested an extension from Illinois Works. To access the bid credit certificate request, a link is now being provided for you in the chat. Effective in 2025, all invitation for bids for capital construction projects funded by the state of Illinois will include the acceptance of Illinois Works bid credits. This applies to all state agencies, state grantees, and state loan recipients. This acceptance will follow the maximum allowed percentages based on the dollar value of the base bid submitted. If you want to use your bid credits in conjunction with a bid, you will need to attach the bid credit certificate specifically for that bid. Your bid credits are then used to lower your base bid to help you outbid the lowest qualified and responsible bidder who did not use bid credits by at least $1. The contractor with the lowest effective bid should be offered, unless other circumstances prevent it, the opportunity to accept the contract at the bid amount that was submitted by the lowest qualified and responsible bidder who did not use bid credits. Please note, awarding agencies will only apply the amount of bid credits necessary for the contractor or subcontractor to outbid the lowest responsible and qualified bidder by at least $1. If the awarding agency receives multiple bids from contractors who submit bid credit certificates, the contractor with the lowest effective bid will be selected as the prevailing bidder and will have the opportunity to accept the contract at the lowest base bid amount. If the awarding agency determines that two bidders have the same adjusted bid value, all pre-existing selection criteria will apply to select the winning bidder, and the awarding agency will use its own pre-approved rules to determine the bid winner. Please note that bid credits will not be treated as a procurement preference pursuant to the Illinois Procurement Code. So let's look at an example. Again, we have a state-funded capital project with an estimated total project of $1.5 million. This project will have a 3% bid credit maximum, or $45,000. This project has three bidders: ABC, DEF, and GHI. These contractors will bid the following. ABC will bid $1.5 million with $45,000 worth of bid credits included, giving them a lowest effective bid amount of $1,455,000. DEF will bid $1.5 million, and they will not include any bid credits, so their lowest effective bid will remain the same. GHI will bid $1.5 million and include $37,000 worth of bid credits, giving them a lowest effective bid amount of $1,463,000. In this setting, all bids have the same total base bid amount of $1.5 million. DEF will not be considered as they did not include any bid credits in their amount. ABC will have the lowest effective bid at $1,455,000 and thus be offered the contract at the lowest base bid amount of $1.5 million. If ABC chooses to accept this bid, their bid credits will be cashed out as redeemed. GHI's bid credits will be returned to their bank account so they can use them again. Please note that bid credits do not affect the contract amount, again, just who is offered the opportunity. Question 7. How can you network with other contractors or subcontractors? Networking is the act of making connections to build relationships based on mutual outcomes. Networking with other contractors or subcontractors can help you leverage the relationship by combining or pooling bid credits. Multiple bid credit certificates can be combined in a bid for a project. As a general contractor, you must submit $5,000 worth of your own bid credits to combine your bid credits with other contractors or subcontractors. If combining with others, each contractor or subcontractor must request their own certificate for the bid from Illinois Works. If you submit a bid credit certificate for a subcontractor on a bid, you must use that contractor or subcontractor on the project if you win the bid. If the subcontractor decides not to participate in a project after the bid is submitted and won, they cannot get back their bid credits. Illinois Works will debit their account and deduct the amount of bid credits used to win the bid. In the event that a subcontractor is disqualified by awarding agency after the bid is awarded during their due diligence review, the bid credits contributed by the disqualified subcontractor will not be returned, and Illinois Works will debit their account and deduct the amount of bid credits used to win the bid. Let's look at another example. A state-funded capital construction project with, again, the estimated total project cost of $1.5 million will have the same 3% bid credit program maximum, or $45,000. Again, this project will have the same three bidders. However, now they will each have a subcontractor. ABC, who will subcontract with XYZ, DEF, who does not have any subcontractors, and GHI, who will subcontract with UVW. These contractors and subcontractors will bid the following. ABC with XYZ will bid $1.5 million total bid and $45,000 worth of total bid credits, $5,000 being from ABC and $40,000 being from XYZ, giving them the lowest effective amount of $1,455,000. DEF will again bid their same $1.5 million. They will not include any bid credits, and their lowest effective bid amount will remain the same. GHI with UVW will bid $1.5 million and include $15,000 worth of bid credits from GHI and $22,000 worth of bid credits from UVW for a total of $37,000 worth of bid credits, giving them a lowest effective bid amount of $1,463,000. Again, in this setting, all bids will have the same total base bid amount, but DEF will not be considered as they did not include any bid credits in their bid amount. ABC, contracted with XYZ, will have the lowest effective bid again at $1,455,000 and be offered the contract at the lowest base bid amount of $1.5 million. If ABC decides to accept this contract, then the bid credits will be cashed out of both ABC and XYZ's bid credit bank accounts for them to redeem for this project. GHI and UVW's bid credits will be returned to their bank account so they can use them again for a future bid. Please note that a contractor or subcontractor who loses a bid will not lose their bid credits. They will be returned to their bank for them to use for future bidding. Contractors cannot lose their bid credits when leveraging them for a bid on a future capital funded state project. Contractors and or subcontractors can pool their bid credits together with other contractors and or subcontractors if the contractor or subcontractor who owns the bid credits consents for their bid credits to be used for a bid in which they will participate. Bid credits cannot be bought, sold, or gifted to another contractor or subcontractor. Bid credits may only be transferred to another entity through a merger or an acquisition. Question 8. What happens if you win or lose the bid? You cannot lose the bid credits by leveraging them on a capital construction project. You can lose them if Illinois Works finds out that the bid credits were earned fraudulently. Upon finding that a contractor has reported falsified records to the department in order to fraudulently obtain bid credits, the department may bar the contractor from participating in the Illinois Works bid credit program. A contractor or subcontractor who knowingly submits a falsified bid credit certificate to fraudulently win a bid may be suspended for participating in the bid credit program and or forfeit their bid credits. False or fraudulent claims for payments related to false bid credits may be subject to damage and penalties. Bid credits ultimately accepted by an awarding agency to win a bid will be subtracted from your Illinois Works bid credit bank account. Bid credits will be frozen in the contractor or subcontractor's account when they request a bid credit certificate to bid for a project. Any excess bid credits that are not used by the awarding agency to award the project will be returned to the contractor's bank account. In the event that a bid contains multiple bid credit certificates, excess bid credits will be calculated and ultimately returned to the parties that submitted the bid credit certificates in a manner proportionally to the original contribution of each party. Bid credits that are sequestered or frozen in a bank account will be unfrozen if they are used by the awarding agency because the contractor or subcontractor did not win the bid or won it but declined to accept it. If the contractor or subcontractor withdraws its bid with the awarding agency, or if the bid credit certificate expires. An update will be requested by both the contractor and the subcontractor and the awarding agency to report to the Illinois Works team the bid outcome for the submitted bid credit certificates and the amount of bid credits used and/or returned. Bid credit certificates will expire 90 days after issuance, and the bid credits will be returned to the contractor's bank account unless they have requested an extension. Question 9. Is this another crazy bureaucratic program? I can see how some might ask this question, as many federal and state programs come and go and are generally hard to use and navigate. Illinois Works is not another unstable bureaucratic program. It is a state law that is supported by Illinois legislature and implemented by the Office of Illinois Works at the Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity. It has well-defined and specifically streamlined information that was created from the feedback from contractors from all over the state. This program has effective and efficient processes, procedures, technological tools, communication availability, and staff. The Illinois Works Bid Credit Program is fully operational and is a well-funded DCEO program and initiative. It has the full support of the administration at both DCEO and the governor's office. This program is here to stay and is a unique and innovative program and is expected to be a leader nationally. So finally, what is the catch? There is no catch. You must hire and retain an Illinois Works graduate that is enrolled in a Department of Labor registered apprenticeship program, or you can sponsor a graduate into a DOL RAP. You can even request a graduate through the Career Services team. We will talk more about the Career Services team in just a second. But first, let us review each of the 3 key programs that make up the Illinois Works. The Illinois Works Apprenticeship Initiative again creates the job demand. The Illinois Works Pre-Apprenticeship Program creates a pipeline of the diverse and qualified candidates to respond to that demand. And finally, the Illinois Works Bid Credit Program, which creates the incentives to hire and retain the Illinois Works Pre-Apprenticeship Program graduates. All of these programs together focus on helping communities and supporting the construction industry and the building trades. Ultimately, Illinois Works connects the community members who graduate with the construction and building trades through the Illinois Works Career Services team. As of December 2023, the Illinois Works pre-apprenticeship programs have graduated 15,000 participants. Hundreds of these graduates are still looking for an opportunity to start a career in the construction and the building trades. These graduates are trained, ready, willing, and able to begin working on job sites across the state of Illinois. So how can you get connected to an Illinois Works graduate? The Career Services team is designed specifically to help you build relationships with DOL RAPs, directly connect employers and graduates through job matching, and provide long-term transition support to the Illinois Works Pre-Apprenticeship Program graduates. The main goal of Illinois Works is to increase the number of Illinois Works Pre-Apprenticeship Program graduates gaining employment and entry into the DOL RAPs of their choice. By achieving this goal, the team directly supports the goal of connecting contractors to a highly qualified talent pipeline, which allows them to earn bid credits to be used on future capital projects funded by the state of Illinois. So how can you get connected to an Illinois Works graduate? The Illinois Works Career Services team facilitates job matching. This highly effective team works hard to ensure a seamless and efficient process. As a contractor, all you need to do is submit a job order through the Illinois Works Employer Form and specify your employment needs. These specifications may include the graduate's availability to work in a particular location, the certificates in which you require, the graduate's career interests, and the qualifications in which you require. This user-friendly form allows the Illinois Works Career Services team to send you a list of the Illinois Works graduates that match your job requirements. You can access the Illinois Works Employer Form using the link provided for you now in the chat. This job order form is also used by contractors to provide follow-up information about graduates that they might have screened or hired from the list in which they receive. So let us review the job matching process. First, contractors must submit a job order electronically to the Career Services team. Once received, the Career Services team will send an electronic link to all graduates to identify the ready and able candidates. Graduates will apply for the job within 72 hours and submit their updated resume and contact information. These interested graduates will then be screened, and a list of the applicants that meet the contractor's requirements will be forwarded to the contractor for their review and consideration. If during the screening only a small number of applicants or no applicants are received, then Illinois Works will generate a list of available graduates from its graduate database. After this list is received, Illinois Works will ask the contractors to update the outcome for candidates sent to them. If you are interested in connecting with the Career Services team, you can contact Mr. Victor Castillo. His address is being provided for you now in the chat. So once again, here is a link for you to join the Bid Credit program. It will only take you 5 minutes to fill out the form, and for those of you interested in joining, let us open the link now and fill out the form together. Again, at this time, please feel free to post any questions you have in the chat as you complete the form.
I'm not seeing any questions in the chat.
Okay, perfect, thank you.
Mhm.
So at this time, we will we'll do a little survey and get some feedback from the webinar.
And Rebecca, one question did just come in. There was a mention of pending approval for credit rates. Are they approved credit rates now?
No, there are not. There are no approved bid credit rates yet. We do anticipate that the rules will be approved before the year end. And at that time, once the rules are approved, the rates will be published and we will be able to award bid credits.
Great, thank you. If you have any other questions, feel free to put those in there. Okay, we have, Rebecca, one more question. So is there no way to earn bid credits currently?
No, there is no way to earn bid credits currently.
All right. Thank you. Thanks, Rebecca. Thank you so much for carrying the weight of this presentation. We do have a quick feedback survey we'd like to administer to get feedback on how we continually improve and support you. It'll only take a few minutes. Right now, a link is being posted into the chat with login instructions for menti.com. I ask that you go out to menti.com and use that link or enter in the code 34692500, and that'll allow you to access our Mentimeter for today, where we're going to collect just your basic feedback on today's session. We are always committed to continuously improving and know that no one's perfect, so we're always looking to get better. Love to get your feedback. So I have a quick question. Please share your views on this training. by rating the following statements from 1 to 10. Again, if you go out to menti.com, answer this question, we would appreciate it. I'm waiting. Again, we have a small group today, so give you just a second to get out there, get logged in. Thank you very much. I'm going to move on to the next question. Again, feel free to always post. This course was relevant to what I wanted to learn about the subject. 1 was strongly disagree to 5 strongly agree. Where do you stand? Again, thank you for the response. I plan to apply what I learned. Again, strongly disagree 1 to strongly agree 5. All right. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. Looks like it's on target. Do you have any improvements that you would recommend? You can always just put NA if you don't have anything to recommend, but not applicable or whatever. But if you have a suggestion, we're always looking at what could we do to make this presentation more valuable to you. If you have any thoughts or suggestions, we'd ask you to put that in at this point. Thank you. No improvements needed, Rebecca. So that's great feedback. Appreciate that. What did you find effective? If we made changes, would you recommend we keep anything specific about what we covered? If you have any thoughts on what you found most effective from today's session, that's really what we're trying to get at with this question, to help us know what's working again, what's not. All right, I'm going to pause and then move on. One more question. The last question I'd love to get your feedback on. Is there anything else about this course you think we should know? Anything else? And just put your final thoughts in there. That'll help us out, and we appreciate that. Also, we just want to say thank you. Thanks again, Rebecca, for your time and carrying the presentation. Thank you for attending and being a part. We wouldn't have a program without you, so we are really glad to see you on board. Again, you have the contact information, additional questions. Have a great day.